So let's go ahead and build this top. And we can see from the drawing here, it's 17.5 inches by 39 3/8. So we're in the top view, and let's go ahead and we can essentially build a rectangle and extrude it if we want, or a box, whichever is easiest for you. I'm just going to go ahead and select the rectangle, and I'm just going to start at 0, 0, and I'll move this as I go along here. And obviously there's many different ways to build an object like this. So on the X, we'll type in 39.375, comma 17.5, enter. And I will essentially just extrude this here, but to make this a little bit more visually understandable, we can go ahead and type in the move command and move it up after we extrude it. So let's type in EXTRUDE, or we can just select the icon on the ribbon above. Select the rectangle that we just built, press enter, and move our mouse in the direction going up and type in 0.5 and press enter, and that is our top, which will be moving up momentarily. So because this is not centered, I think what I'm going to do is go to the top view here, and let's get into the 2D wireframe. And I'm just going to make myself a little template here. So I have to be somewhat careful as I do this. Let's take a rectangle, and I'm just going to make a 1/2 inch rectangle here, or a square. Comma 0.5, enter. Now I think the best thing to do is just move this to the back. Select this object, grab it by the corner, and let's just move it to the very back here. And let's get ourselves into the 3D view. As I said, there are many different ways to do this. And I can see that my little template is here. So we'll go ahead and type in M for move. I'm going to select the tabletop, and I will also zoom in and select my little template here and press enter. And I'm going to grab the corner at the back, which is a 1/2 inch in. And I'm going to move that to the corner of the top of the leg. Now when I look at this from the side, I should see that it's hanging over, and I'll probably want to inspect this with my annotate. You don't want to end up at the very end and realize that you've done this incorrectly, so we'll go ahead and dimension this for ourselves, 0.375. And in fact, if we look at the front, it is 3/8 or 0.375, so I've done that correctly. And then it is hanging over 1/2 inch, so let's go ahead and look at that from the front or the rear. Now I'm going to be deleting these dimensions that I'm doing right now, but this just helps me as I move along here. So we've successfully put the top on there. Let's get ourselves in a 3/4 view, and let's go ahead and get this to the shaded with edges so we can see what we've done here. So we've successfully constructed the top. Now we still have to put a fillet on the top of this, but we can do all that in a little bit at the end. Or we can just take care of it now. Now if we're going to put this fillet on, if you look at the object, the tabletop, we can see if we inspect it real closely that it's 3/8 that extends, but on the side, because it is rectangular, it stays at a 90 degree on the sides and in the rear. So let's just deal with the front edge of the table. And then the other thing is, it's important to keep looking back, and I've been doing this all along. If you look at the cut list, it'll also give you the dimensions, but it's a great way to verify your construction, going back and forth, doing math, and then also looking at the cut list. You always want to make sure that you're doing both, because people make mistakes, and the person who's inevitably creating the drawings and building it is going to be the one that's invariably responsible here. All right, so let's go ahead and type in fillet, F-I-L-L-E-T, enter. Let's go ahead and select the object, which is this top, and I'm going to do this all from the front. Let's just click onto it, press enter, and then the radius is 0.375. Press enter, select this front edge, and then press enter, and there it is. So don't do the sides or the rear. All right, inspect it, make sure everything looks good. So far so good. Now I can go ahead and delete this bottom piece while I'm at it.